How you doing? My name's James Whittaker. I've got my hands on the new Nike Golf Vapor Fly range. Let's have a chat and see what it's all about. Okay, so the Vapor Fly range comes in three heads. You've got the Fly, you've got the Pro, and you've got the Flex. We're going to have a look at the Flex in a separate video, but today I've got my hands on the Fly and also the Pro head. And what we're going to do now is just going to talk about the principles that make this driver different to what they brought out last year. Okay, so first of all, let's start on the crown. So crown, big colour there, we've got the photo blue, but the technology has stayed the same. It's called the flight weight technology, but this year it's 30% lighter, okay? And with it being 30% lighter, they've been able to make the centre of gravity lower, take it further back, which has increased the moment of inertia, and by doing so, your miss hits are better, okay? And the shot coming off the face has got less spin and higher launch, okay? So some real big change there, taking 30% out. Okay, so we go on to the bottom of the club and we've got the covert cavity back technology, which has been in the range now for a few years. But what they've done is they've made this a little bit better. They've widened the cavity back, but this has been strengthened by the fly beam technology, and that's really made the bottom of the club stronger, and that was a big success last year. And it really supported the next bit I'm going to talk about, which is the compression channel. Okay, and the compression channel is all about the spring effect that it gives the ball. Okay, and we're trying to get some more ball speed on there. And Nike have made this a little bit deeper due to the fact that the fly beam is stronger. So what they're finding at the minute is they're getting 2-3 miles an hour more ball speed, okay, which is quite a big jump there. And onto the face, we have the Hyperflight technology, and what they've done is they've taken a lot of the weighting out of the perimeter, okay, material out of the perimeter. And what that's made the club have is vast club ball speed across the face, okay, and that's really helping the ball speed, supported by the compression channel there. They're keeping with the flex loft in the shaft, flex loft 2.0. That's given 15 different options, loads of adjustment in this bit of technology. You've got 5 different lofts, 8.5 all the way up to 12.5, and you've got 3 different face angles. You can close it, keep it neutral, or keep it open. So lots of different adjustment in there. What we're going to do now, let's try both these heads, see how they perform on our Trackman 4, and let's get you some data. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is just going to hit 5 shots from both clubs, the Vapor Fly and the Vapor Fly Pro, on our Trackman 4. Get some numbers, and then we'll have a chat and see what both golf club spins out there for us. But just before I hit the shot, I'm just going to talk about how the golf club sits and how it looks in its appearance. So the Vapor Fly, first of all, got the slightly closed club face, as you'd expect with a club aimed at this type of golfer. It's got a silver face, which is quite a nice contrast between the photo blue, gives a nice leading edge, so you can certainly help with your alignment on that one there. Once again, the Volt swooshes towards the heel, keeps that brand presence for Nike going. We've got the black shaft in here, which is the Mitsubishi Tenzi shaft. Looks really nice. It's a 50-gram shaft, very easy to hit, very easy to launch up in the air. And then we've got the photo blue grip, which looks nice. No problem with that at all. So let's just hit a couple of shots and see how it performs. Okay, so we've hit 5 shots there with the Fly head. I'm just going to try the Pro now. And the initial appearance of the golf club looks good. More of a pear-shaped head. It's still a 460 head, so plenty of forgiveness in there, but obviously not quite as deep in terms of the launch of the head. Very much a black face on this one, very different to the Fly, which I would say personally doesn't help you with the alignment quite as much as the silver head on the Fly, but still I think this is aimed more at a better player who won't be looking for that assistance quite as much. Once again, the Volt swooshes towards the heel. Shaft Diamond, the blue comes as standard, 60 grams, stiff and regular, available. And yeah, all in good. Okay, let's give it a hit and see how it goes. Okay. a better swing. But what I'm seeing there is definitely a lower launch compared to the Fly. Okay, so that's 5 with the Pro. Let's go to the Trackman now and see what the data is with the Fly and the Pro. Okay, so what we've got here is the Trackman data from those shots that we've just hit. And as you can see, on the top there is the Vaporfly, and in the yellow is the Vaporfly Pro. And the numbers that we'll just talk about straight away because of the size of the heads and you know the technology within the heads is the launch angle and the spin rate. And you know we'd kind of expect the Vaporfly to launch higher and spin a little bit more just due to the head design and the shaft. And as you can see by the Trackman data there, it is doing so. The Fly Pro is a little bit lower on launch. Not an awful lot, but it's kind of progressively lower. It's more around the, you know, bang on the 10, whereas the Fly is around the 11 degrees. But then the Fly Pro is spinning a lot less at 1900 compared to the Vaporfly, which is 220, which is you know, so it's 300 RPM more. If we just look at the bottom right hand corner there, it just kind of shows you a little bit of the dispersion. For me, you know, obviously the club head speed is 105 miles an hour, and it's something I just said there before, that, you know, the shaft's a little bit weak for me. It wouldn't be a shaft I would custom fit myself for, and that's why that dispersion's a bit up on there, compared to the Pro in the yellow grouping's a little bit better. And also the Pro launched lower and stayed lower. So I put those both at 9.5 degrees. If I'd custom fit myself, I'd probably put the Pro into maybe more 10.5, launch it a bit higher, keep the spin low, and I'd probably get a little bit more carry out of it. But as you can see, you know, both carrying very similar, both very good product. So all in all, 2 very exciting products. Okay, so as you can see there from the Trackman data, 2 very different drivers in terms of the launch angle and the spin, but giving out some really, really good data for the market that they're aimed at. So the Fly, great price point at 249, definitely going to be a mid-handicap golf club. The Pro, someone who's got a little bit more ball speed, wants to control the ball flight, but it's really, really important, as you can see there, that you get yourself a custom fitting. You'll definitely get the most out of these drivers. Okay guys, if you like our video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook or Twitter, the links are below. Let's hope we can help your game.